Hi everyone, welcome to JVN testing tutorials. Let's begin the day 1 class. What is software testing? Software testing means what? WhatsApp is one of the software application. Instagram is one of the software application. Ola is one of the software application. Redbus is one of the software application, right? Flipkart is one of the software application. So these all are software applications. So software applications are used to developed by the developers. How they will develop? A set of executable programming language or software application, that is called software. So how they will develop? A set of executable programming language. So developers will use this programming language like Java, Python, SQL, etc. used to develop software applications. So this is called software. So if any interviewer asked about what is software means, so we should tell a set of executable programming language or software application, that is called a software. Got it? Yeah. Next, what is testing? Testing means what? Find out the defects in the software application, that is called testing. So here developers will develop the software application. Okay, after developing software application, testers should test the software application, right, to find out the defects. That is only called testing. To find out the defects in the software application, that is called testing. Okay. Next, what is software testing? See here, a process of executing an application to find out the defects in the software application, that is called software testing, or testing the functionality of an application with respect to the given requirement, that is called software testing. See, functionality means what? For example, see, WhatsApp is there. So for what purpose we are using WhatsApp? To send messages, right? For status purpose, for voice call purpose, for video call purpose, we are using the WhatsApp, right? So this is called functionality. The meaning of functionality is for what purpose we are using that application, that is called functionality. Another example I will give, see, Flipkart application is there. So for what purpose we are using that application, Flipkart application? To buy the products or items, right? That is online shopping purpose. We are using Flipkart application, right? For online shopping purpose. So for what purpose we are using that application, that is called functionality. Okay. So and also with respect to the given requirement, means with respect to the given requirement means what? See, client will give the requirement, right? So with that requirement, we need to like test the functionality of an application according to the client requirement. We have to test the application based on functionality and client requirement. So this is called software testing. See, a process of executing an application to find out the defects in the software application, that is called software testing, or else another definition is there, testing the functionality of an application with respect to the given requirement, that is called software testing. Next, history of software testing. Let's see now history of software testing. So see here, before 2001 there is no separate testing team. Only developers will use it to develop applications. and also test the application and send it to clients. So here what happens, there is no separate testing team before 2001. Only developers used to develop application and also test the application, and they will send it to client. So here only one person doing two jobs, right? That is developing the application and testing the application. Two jobs is doing only by one person. So if one person doing developing and testing, so at that time errors will not found, right? Why? Because see, for example, if I am developing the application and also testing the application, so my mistakes means my errors are not visible to me, right? Exactly. So at that time what happens, so 70% of the applications getting failed. So at that time all the company CEOs, CTOs conducted a meeting and met with SEI. SEI means Software Engineer Institute. So in this meeting they all discuss there should be a separate team for testing also. So in order to avoid 70% of the applications getting failed. So this is the history of software testing. Simple thing. How the history of the, how this history of the software testing form means, before 2001 there was no separate testing team. Only developers will do the will develop the application and also testing also the same person. So what happens at that time, if the same person is doing two jobs, means developing the application and testing the application, means their mistakes can't find. So at that time what happened, 70% of the applications getting failed. So in order to avoid that, so all the CEOs, CTOs conducted a meeting and met with Software Engineer Institute, and they are discussed there should be a separate team for testing also. So this is the how history has formed for the software testing. Got it? Next, why testing is important. See, why testing is important means, so developers are used to develop the software applications, right? For example, you can take WhatsApp, Facebook, any application. After developing the application, if there is no testing, means end users may find lot of defects, right? End users means we are the end users. What is the meaning of end users? We are the end users. See, for example, we are using WhatsApp application, we are using Facebook application, we are using Instagram application, right? You can take any applications, not only WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, you can take any applications. We are using that applications, right? So who are using that application? Those people are called end users. So we are using some applications in our daily life like WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, Flipkart, Amazon, Zomato, like this, Ola, Rapido, Uber, anything, right? So end users may find lot of defects if there is no testing means, right? So in order to avoid those defects or errors, testing is important. See here the definition. To find out the defects in the software application, testing is important. If there is no testing, a lot of applications may get failed. So in order to avoid that, testing is important. Got it? See, for example, what is mean by defect? So to find out the defects in the software applications, testing is important, right? Defects means what? See, for example, let's take example of PhonePe application. PhonePe. So in the PhonePe application, I have sent 50 rupees to one person. Okay, I have transferred 50 rupees to one person, but In message, it is visible like you transferred 100 rupees successfully. So this is one of the defect, right? I have shared only 50 rupees, but in the PhonePe message, it is visible like you transferred 100 rupees successfully. So it is one of the defect, right? So in order to avoid those defects or errors, testing is important. Got it? Yes. So that's why testing is more and important. Next, what is manual testing? See here, testing an application with human efforts. No tools is used. That is called manual testing. With human efforts. With human efforts means no tools is used. For example, see, I will take the best example. Washing our clothes with hands. So here hands is manual, right? We are washing our clothes with hands. So this is called manual testing. So we need to test the application with human efforts only. No tools is used. Any tools are not using in this manual testing. That is only called with human efforts. That is called manual testing. Let's see the automation testing, then you will understand the difference between manual and automation. See, what is automation testing? Testing an application with the help of tools like Selenium, Tosco, JMeter, etc. tools will be there. Visual Studio, okay. So Selenium is one of the automation tool, Tosco is one of the automation tool, JMeter is one of the automation tool, Visual Studio is one of the automation tool, okay. So these with the help of tools, so we need to test the application with the help of these tools. That is called automation testing. See, I will give the best example for this also. Washing our clothes with washing machine. So here washing machine is one of the automation tool, right? We are using washing machine tool here. So when we are using tool to test the software application, that is called automation testing. So this is the difference between manual testing and automation testing. Simple. Manual testing means testing an application with human efforts. No tools is used. That is called manual testing. Coming to automation, testing an application with the help of tools like Selenium, Tosco, JMeter, Visual Studio, etc. That is called automation testing. So that is the difference between manual testing and automation testing. Next, product versus project applications. First, see project. What is this project? It is developed for specific customer. For example, banking applications. See, you can take one banking application. For the example, I am taking SBI application is there. So in that application, only our data will be visible, right? Only one person can log in that application. Only we can see our statements, our saving account number only, our balance checking, only our data will be visible, right? So this type of software applications is called project based applications, means it is developed for only specific customer. Example, best example is banking applications. Only you can able to log into that application and you can see your statements and you can see your saving account number, whatever the details, you can see your debit card details, right? You can check the balance amount and your data only the visible. No other person data will not be visible in the banking applications, right? Any of the person, any of the your friend data will be visible in the banking application? No, right? Only your data will be visible, only our data, right? Only one person data will be visible in the banking application. So it is developed for specific customers only. That type of applications is called project based applications, we can call it as. Got it? Next, product based applications. So it is developed for entire market. Entire market means, see, multiple users will use that application. For example, Flipkart, Amazon, Facebook, Instagram, etc. things is there, right? See, so in Instagram, take one application as an example. You can take Instagram application. So in Instagram, other personal like other candidates profiles will be visible, right? Other persons profiles will be visible. We can chat with others, right? We can calling with others, means we can talk to others. We can see their personal data, like his date of birth, he or she date of birth, his profile photo, right? The other candidates profiles photos, whatever the post in the Instagram, other candidates post we can see, right? So multiple users will use this. This type of application is called product based applications. You can take any other example like Flipkart or Amazon. So I am taking the Flipkart Amazon application here as an example. So in that application, if we order one product, okay, I have ordered one product. So we can track the status, right? In that application, where is my product? Like that, we can track the status. And at the same time, so delivery person also used to see the status, right? And delivery person used to see our data, right? For example, our phone number, our delivery address like a home address, right? Name. The delivery person able to see our data, right? Our home address, our mobile number, our name, everything to deliver the product, right? So here what happens, multiple users can see our data, right? So this type of applications is called product based applications. So this is the difference between product versus project based applications. So done for the day one. So these are the topics is covered in day one, like simple, what is software and what is testing. What is software testing and how the history of the software testing has formed. Next, why testing is important. What is the difference between manual testing and automation testing? What is the difference between product versus project based applications? So these are the topics has covered in the day one. Let's continue and we'll see in the day 2 class.
Thank you. Please do subscribe JVN Testing Tutorials and share to your friends. We'll see you in next class.